The second episode of Solo Leveling Season 2 has finally arrived, and the hype was all about Jin-Woo versus Baru. Let's dive into the entire episode, breaking it down step by step. The episode starts with Jin-Woo taking control of the shadow bears he defeated in the previous episode. After this intense moment, we finally see Dong-soo, who questions why Jin-Woo went with the assault team instead of staying with the White Tiger Guild. Jin-Woo casually replies that he's more interested in the Level S Gate quest. Meanwhile, we see Nan-sung getting thrown into a rage, transforming into his White Flames form and grabbing Dong-soo's hand, telling him to back off. This heated moment was fantastic. I didn't expect it to be shown in the episode, but thankfully they didn't cut it out despite the fast pacing. As the tension rises, Dong-soo and Baek both enter their rage states and start throwing brutal punches at each other. However, Jin-Woo steps in and explains that he's already tested Jin-ho, confirming that he's an E-rank hunter and not the one who killed Dong-soo's beast. But who's going to explain this to Dong-soo? He's too focused on wanting to kill Jin-Woo. For non-human readers, I'll just say this: Dong-soo's rage and his showdown with Jin-Woo are worth the wait. Trust me, you'll be satisfied. After this intense scenario, we cut back to the inside of the gate where we finally see Leader Kim. He's shocked to see all the dead shadow bears and wonders who could have killed them. As he investigates further, he finds the survivors sitting around a campfire, eating food and enjoying themselves. This infuriates him and he yells, "How are you weaklings still alive? You have warm clothes, blankets, tents, and food. Our assault team was wiped out because we didn't have enough gear or food." As a leader, he's supposed to take responsibility, but instead he's blaming the survivors. Honestly, this kind of character makes you want to punch the screen. The most satisfying moment, though, is Jin-Woo's entry. His sudden appearance and that iconic thud sound effect were just perfect. Jin-Woo's presence is undeniable, and he doesn't hold back. He steps forward, standing alone in front of the entire army of ice elves, and declares, "These are all ice demons. Is this guy their leader?" When Baru responds, calling them useless trash, Jin-Woo fires back, "Did you just call us trash?" But wait, how does Baru understand their language? It's all thanks to the system. While others can't comprehend the Ice Elves' language, Jin-Woo is the only one who can. Baru then points out that Jin-Woo is the expert human among them, the same guy who killed one of his men in episode 1, which had sent Jin-Woo into a rage back then. Baru challenges Jin-Woo, but before he can even finish his sentence, Jin-Woo slashes his throat in 0.1 seconds. This scene was too good. Baru didn't even get a chance to speak. After killing Baru's subordinate, Jin-Woo immediately attacks Baru himself, taking him down with a single slash. But Jin-Woo knows it's not going to be that easy. Baru gets back up and taunts Jin-Woo, saying, "What are you doing among humans? You're not human yourself." This shocks Jin-Woo, and Baru adds, "You don't even know what you are." He explains that he hears a voice telling him to kill humans, but when facing Jin-Woo, that voice disappears. Jin-Woo wonders if this is part of the system's commands, and if it's because he's a player. Baru then offers a truce, saying they don't need to fight and can coexist, but Jin-Woo rejects the offer, and Baru realizes that Jin-Woo has chosen to be his enemy. The battle begins, and it's absolutely brutal. Jin-Woo, Iron, and Igris team up against Baru, who's fighting all three of them at once. The animation here is top-notch, no complaints at all. The fight scenes are delivered perfectly, and you can see how Jin-Woo's army is overpowering Baru's forces. Even the Shadow Bears join the fight, making it even more one-sided. At one point, some Ice Elves try to shoot arrows, but Jin-Woo intercepts them mid-air and takes them out instantly. This moment highlights Jin-Woo's incredible reflexes and speed. As the battle rages on, Jin-Woo admits to himself that Baru is stronger than he expected. He realizes that even he and Igris together might not be enough to defeat Baru. He needs more combat power. Meanwhile, Baru introduces himself, and Jin-Woo responds with his name, marking the start of their one-on-one battle. Well, it's not entirely one-on-one, since Jin-Woo's soldiers are helping him from the sidelines. But Baru doesn't seem too bothered, confidently stating that Jin-Woo's soldiers can't do much. Just as the fight intensifies, Leader Kim appears from behind, threatening to kill Jin-Woo, but Jin-Woo already knew he was coming and counters him effortlessly. This moment was the best part of the episode for me. I've been waiting for it since the trailer dropped. After taking down Kim, Jin-Woo summons a new soldier, Iron, who joins the fight against Baru. Iron's introduction is epic, and he immediately proves his worth by landing devastating blows on Baru. Despite being outnumbered, Baru holds his ground, fighting Jin-Woo, Iron, and Igris simultaneously. simultaneously. The animation during this sequence is flawless, and you can see how Baru's strength is being tested. However, Jin-Woo's strategic thinking and the combined efforts of his soldiers eventually turn the tide. In the end, Iron delivers the final blow, piercing through Baru's body and ending the battle. With Baru defeated, the Red Gate's rule is fulfilled. The leader must be killed to open the gate. As the gate opens, everyone exits, and Beck tries to question Jin-Woo about the 6 members who died. Jin-Woo brushes him off, reminding him that he saved 2 members and didn't even get a thank you. Beck apologizes, realizing he was being too rude. This moment highlights the growing tension and doubts about Jin-Woo's methods, especially after losing strong members in both raids. As Jin-Woo heads home, he reflects on the mission, regretting that he couldn't extract Baru's shadow due to the lack of a shadow extraction stone. He's frustrated that after all his efforts, he didn't gain much. But then he remembers Kim, who has now become Iron, and feels a sense of satisfaction. The episode ends on a lighter note, with a funny scene that wraps up the Red Gate arc. Looking ahead, the next episodes will cover about Demon Slayer Castle arc, and the pacing is expected to remain fast. While some fans might feel that certain panels are being skipped, it's understandable given the need to cover the Jeju Island arc. Overall, the episode delivered great animation, intense fights, and a satisfying conclusion to the Red Gate arc.